Oh, sorry, wrong way.
Yeah, thank you.
Uva Pahinandan.
Oh my god, I missed them.
I
really missed them.
love that song. I don't want to hear anything about it. Anyway, welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where we put the tea in reality, usually, but you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. Drinking today a good old-fashioned homemade limonada from one of my favorite Mexican food restaurants. This has been sitting in the fridge for 2 days because I bought it and then didn't want it when I bought it. And then I went to go record today and I was like, wait, that's like the perfect drink because it's literally huge. So
It does look big.
It's bigger than my face.
Noted. Hi, my name is Aneesa Long, also known as Sam DMB, also known as Sam Monteverde, your fellow-friendly 5'3" trans non-binary Filipino Canadian mentally unstable hot mess, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Scarborough if you want to be specific. And today in my cup, I have water from from Pure Life.
Good.
Hello everyone. I'm Lewis. I'm a canny laddie from the city of Manny. Coca-Cola, you know the drill, always. Bad for my teeth, but fuck it. Yeah, I'm very excited to. Oh, also, I have now joined the Apple iPhone crew. So anyone watching that has an iPhone.
Google Pixel.
I'm sticking with my 6S and I'm proud of it.
I love that.
It's been a struggle so far. I'm still learning the ropes, but
congratulations to you. Anyway, we are here. We are traveling over to Denmark. Yay, Denmark!
Yay.
It is the Danish Melodi Grand Prix, not to be confused with the Norwegian Melodi Grand Prix, which is a very different contest. But we are in Denmark. We're going to be talking about the 8 songs vying for the Danish spot at Eurovision. And y'all, guess what day the final is?
Oh,
it can't be.
It's February 11th!
No.
Super Eurovision Saturday.
So, this is now the Oh, he actually left.
He actually left.
And I I was gonna say I'm not gonna let him back in, but he can let himself back in, so that's not as fun.
To be fair, I was also lagging, so that's why I needed to do it.
Yes, and I'm glad you did. Yeah, so this is now the 5th national final that we've discussed that is on February 11th. The last 2 are Malta, which we'll talk about eventually when they narrow it down from 40 songs, and San Remo out of Italy. So those are the other 2 that we have. We will be talking about both of those as well and completing the holy sextuplet of February 11th national finals. I love that there's also, like, Melfest has a heat, and then I think Lithuania has a heat that day too or something. Like, there's 9 different things. I'm checking it. Yeah, Lithuania and Sweden both have heats that same day. So that's fun and cute and different. And speaking of fun and cute and different, this national selection is actually formatted a little bit differently. I'm interested to see what y'all think about it. So we're going to talk about the 8 songs. So everybody competes in the first round, and the first round is 100% public voting. They have an app. I think they might be one of the countries that's using the Eurovision official app for their voting, which is kind of cool.
Okay, so is that how they did it last year? Because I remember last year they mentioned something about an app.
I know the app was still in, like, really big development phases at that point, because they got it up for the contest in May, but I think the MGP was one of the, like, test runs or whatever. which isn't great, seeing as how it's a national final, but whatever. So it's app voting and SMS as well. So there's multiple different ways for people to vote. So from the first round, it is public voting, and then 3 songs will qualify for the super final. And in the super final, it's 50% public vote and 50% jury vote. To my knowledge, it's domestic jury. There's been nothing denoting that it would be an international jury. It's very different from what we see. We normally see the opposite, where it's jury televote, and then in the final round, it's 100% televote. What do we think about this sort of difference in voting?
I mean, I really don't know, because I know a lot of like countries have, ever since the format change of what Eurovision is going to be, I know a lot of people are now going to be like relying on that televote, basically.
Yeah,
I personally like this. It shows it's more reliant on audience rather than music experts and people who know everything about music. And my Wi-Fi is playing up again, and I don't know if you heard any of that.
Oh, we heard it. Yeah, we did.
Okay, good.
I can also
Yeah,
cut this part out. Don't worry, it's my Wi-Fi as well.
Sweet.
I'll just cut it.
Yeah, but I personally enjoy that it gives the audience more power over music experts. It starts working again every time I stop talking. It starts working again, and then I talk, and then everything cuts out.
I mean, I guess like after all, like I truly do feel like it is the audience, like the televote, that kind of really changes things. Like we saw what happened the last 2 years, or this year as well as last year. Sorry, the last 2 years. Yes.
Yeah. I find it interesting that we're now, because this directly echoes the way that the semifinal and final are going to operate for Eurovision. I really like it, honestly. I think if we're gonna make a change to the main contest, I like that, and I believe this is the first selection we're talking about that has directly echoed the way that Eurovision is going to be operating this year. I'm interested to see how this goes.
Same.
I think, especially in a selection, which we'll talk about, it's a lot of diversity. I don't think a single song sounds like anything else, and I'm really excited about that. I know Lewis is very excited about this selection, which I love to see.
Yeah, it's my favorite that I've heard so far this season.
Work. I love that. Well, shall we dive in?
We shall. Let's get into it.
We are going to start with, I'm going to say Eyjaa. I'm going to say it's Eyjaa. I don't know the name of this group. I'm going to say Eyjaa. The song is I Was Gonna Marry Him. This was actually teased a couple of days ago on TikTok. So I knew a little bit about this song going into this. It was rumored that this group was going to be part of the selection. From what I understand, they're pretty big in Denmark at the moment. What do we think?
I love this song quite a lot. I quite enjoyed the first verse, and then I loved when the harmony came in. The key change, I love a good key change. Always love a key change. The only thing it's missing for me.
Did we love the key change here? Because I don't know if I did.
Okay.
I did personally.
So I liked it, but I didn't think it was necessary, but I still liked it nonetheless.
I think it, for me, it was necessary because it lacked a bit of depth up to that point for me. And even with the key change, I still think it's missing something. Like, I wish there was like a chorus or a bridge moment that was separate from the rest of the song. But that doesn't take away. But even without it, I still think it's a great song.
Yeah.
That's all that was missing for me.
Yeah, I feel like this is pretty solid. I really like this as well. A lot of what Lewis said is pretty much like what I think about it as well. Yeah, similar to what Lewis said. My one critique is that I wish it went a lot more places vocally.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still very conflicted on this song, if I'm being honest. Like, I think it kind of has that effect that we sometimes see in national selections, where it feels like the music and the lyrics and the lyrics and vocals as a package and the music as a package are kind of two very different things. Because the music is very, like, especially the whistling, I got very like country western sort of situation, which obviously is something that I'm gonna love and appreciate.
The thing is, for some reason, I thought that people would think I thought would have thought I would have disliked this song because of how country it is, but I actually quite enjoyed it, which I was.
I mean, you also liked you really liked Whiskey Don't Forget either. So you've been on a pretty good country.
I think it's because it more so caters towards like the pop. It's more so country pop.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say, is it kind of blends this like country western sound with these, like, I wrote very soulful, like R&B almost.
Yeah, I got a lot of soulful and sultry out of it.
In a way that, like, that's honestly how I would approach music as an artist myself, is like those, like, country and R&B are my two biggest like inspirations as far like musically for myself. So that's kind of the way that I would operate. I just found myself confused by the end of this. I've listened to it a few times. I think I really enjoy it. I don't know. It's a song that I think is going to have to grow on me a little bit. I'm really like all over the place with this song.
Right.
And I fear that if they do win, I don't know if this is a song that many people are going to absorb and understand fully on the first listen, which is often the only listen people will get. So that's kind of that's my fear with this, but I like it.
That's I can also see it being like that. I think it's definitely going to be lost in the storm if it did get sent. Still, I quite enjoyed this. But I do agree that it needs to go far more places than it does go if it's going to grow on more people. But I
said this before we started recording, and I'm gonna say it now. I honestly think whatever of these 8 songs win, I think it needs a serious revamp, because none of these are bad songs at all. I think all of them I think all of them are at about an 85, and I need them all to be dialed up to 100. That's kind of how I feel overall.
I will also say, I also said before that I don't agree on that front, that I think there are a few songs that feel complete and ready. But anyway, we'll get to them.
We'll
get to them. We'll talk about it.
Let's move to Frederik Leopold. The song is Stuck on You. What do we think?
I
quite enjoyed it.
It's fine.
It's it's fine.
So this is the part of the show.
Literally.
This is my perfectly inoffensive song.
Actually, wait, no, I've got another one.
I know which one you're talking about.
Do you?
I know exactly which. I have a really good idea that I do.
Okay.
Nothing about this song stood out to me. I think it is a perfectly solid. Honestly, I would give this perfectly inoffensive and perfectly solid. I think it is a perfectly acceptable male pop solo song about being in love. Therefore, I'm bored. But I can't say that this is a bad song. I just don't enjoy it. And like I said, nothing about this really stood out and grabbed me and made me want to listen to this song more.
Yeah, I mean, the intro for this is very fun and boppy. And from the intro, I was worried that it would become like too on the nose pop, kind of cheesy, kind of, you know what I mean? But it wasn't. It wasn't too grating or cringe. And I do love a Eurovision clap. And what I mean by that is the clasping of two hands together, not the other. I mean, whatever goes on at Eurovision stays at Eurovision.
Ow. Hopefully I'll be there too. Not with Lucas, but well, anyway.
No, but I think this was my pick for like perfectly solid. It's weird because like basically what Logan thinks of it, I think of it as well, but it was also like I mean, I kind of mean it in a good way as well, because it's it's weird because it's like I really like it's very like boppy and it's very poppy as well. He's got a great voice. I think what really hooked me though was this intro with the bops, the bop 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 kind of moment. Otherwise, like I've heard it before and I like it, kind of thing. That's kind of where I'm at with this song.
I'm trying to think of there's a specific song it reminds me of, and I just got it in my head and I can't think of the title. So give me a sec. I know the whole song. I just can't think of the title.
Do you know the words?
Yes. Classic.
Oh, baby, you're so classic.
That's what it gives.
That it gives very much MKTO classic. Yeah.
Thank you. I was like, I had like TKO in my head, and I was like, it's not Total Knockout. I know that for a fact. It gives me very classic. And I like that song. And I mean, you're right. I don't like this song. But like, I don't love it. Let's say that. Someone got on me for saying I don't like things. So this isn't my favorite song. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's talk about Maia. Maia, the song is beautiful bullshit. And honest to God, I hope she wins just so I can be like, and next up in our Eurovision official coverage, Denmark. Beautiful bullshit. Take that, BBC.
I do love the name of the song, and I also need to congratulate Maia.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, I told you were wrong. I told you.
Yeah, I was.
It's perfectly inoffensive, but in the best way. Not in a bad way, in a good way. In that it's a song that I'll allow to play.
I really like this.
I think for me, if I was to fall in love with this, it needs a really deep revamp because it doesn't really go many places for me. It just hasn't got much depth for it. It doesn't have much depth for me. I think I do love the end bit where there's so much power in her voice towards the end. She reminds me of like this reminds me of like a softer Cascada song.
So my mind I immediately went to mid 2000s Disney Channel star.
Sure.
But like obviously they wouldn't say bullshit. I went immediately to Ashley Tisdale.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Ashley Tisdale post Sharpay when she had that hot moment, and she's a great singer. And honestly, I wish she would release more music because she's a great singer. But like that like era right after High School Musical 3, when she was putting out some like more edgy stuff. That's what this gave me. And so I think, honestly, a lot of the reason I like this song is for that sort of nostalgia moment.
Right.
I definitely agree. It needs to go more places. This was the my prime example of this song is about an 85, and I just want it I'm going to be honest, I don't normally want this. Maybe I want a key change. Maybe I want a key change at the end.
Actually, this song actually could do with a key change.
Right. Like, I think, or something different.
But
maybe
I will say,
or maybe an a cappella moment. Or
right.
something.
Yeah, I think it's mainly the music itself. I think doesn't go a whole lot of places because you just get this kind of 808 kind of beat kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But her voice is beautiful. I love her voice. I love her going off at the end. Whoa, I got lost in my notes. I really enjoy these lyrics. I again, like the moment I think was clear to me, and I really enjoyed it. I also wish it kind of sound a bit less produced, especially on her voice.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, but yeah, I agree on the key change front. And maybe if there's like a moment where her voice is so isolated and cut off from what's going on around it, that would be nice.
Or
isn't there a song in this selection that does that? Or they're all blending together at this point, I'm being honest.
That changes key or
no. Oh no. I'm thinking
that's straight like isolating and
I'm thinking of the end. Sam will know it. I'm thinking of the end of Martha May Distance.
I think there might
her vocal isolates. Yeah. Like that's what I'm
Yeah, sure.
They're all blending together at this point, y'all.
We've talked about so many songs.
We've got a 20 song selection to talk about soon, a 33 song selection to talk about soon.
Yep.
I guess you could say all of these songs are blending together to make some beautiful bullshit. Right, moving on.
Anyways.
Next up is Mariyah LeBerg. The song is Human. I kind of like it.
I love this. I really do. I really do like this a lot.
I wrote, it feels equal parts Christian rock and Stevie Nicks.
Sure.
There's always those weird, obscure entries that kind of like, I don't know. I kind of like this.
Yes. I do love this. I picked out little bits. The second Human on the chorus where something happens on the second Human on the chorus.
Oh,
I don't know what it is.
She has like a rasp moment, I think it is.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the beat. It's a bit of I put down that it's a bit of a guilty pleasure for me because I thought I would be alone in this, but apparently not.
No, I don't know what it is specifically, but I kind of like it.
And then when everything settles down for the bridge into the key change, I love that. And then the way that ends, and this has been something we've been talking about in previous songs on other shows, but the way this ended was so crisp.
Oh yeah,
and so gentle.
I will
so
say
good.
though, kind of starting that ending, it was a bit pitchy, but she picked it right back up and ended well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, looking through more of my notes, I think it could be better produced. What really sold me as well is after her first verse, we get this whole like whistling and like chanting kind of interlude, and I wish there was more of that in there, because we don't get that's the only time we get to hear that part. And I thought it would just be like a kind of after the choruses.
Do I wish part of this song was in Norwegian?
It wouldn't.
Maybe I do.
Sound great in Norwegian.
I think just that little bit, maybe a verse and maybe part of the chorus. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of room for growth, and I'm not going to say improvement because I think all of these are very solid songs. But I think there's room to expand and grow a lot of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so intrigued to hear how she ended up here. Like, this is not the kind of music we ever really get in a national selection, like this,
I mean,
like
yeah,
this like alternative indie sound that I love. Like that's some of my favorite music, but we don't ever hear this like indie rock kind of sound. I'm
mhm.
so curious as to how she got to
Right.
Eurovision or to
Yeah,
the
I'm
MVP,
also
and like, how is she gonna stage this?
for sure. Yeah, that's that's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm very excited to see how this is gonna be staged and how it's gonna perform live, how she's gonna perform live as well.
Right.
Because she seems like she has it in her to turn out like a powerful performance with this. There was some other. Oh yeah, okay. I from I don't know why it's just an ear thing, but I don't know. There's something that felt off with kind of the singing and then the music. It felt like two different keys, but also it took me a while to kind of get into it.
Right.
Because I hear kind of the chord progression,
Yeah.
and it's in like an F sharp major E
Something
flat
like
minor
that,
kind of thing.
yeah.
And she's singing in D flat major kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then even going into the key change as well, it still kind of felt that same interval, but
Yeah.
it has a lot of potential, and I really like the good stuff. I really like about it.
This would be really cool at Eurovision. I don't know if she would qualify, but this would be really cool to see.
It would be. It would.
I
would
want
be.
Denmark to get a qualification. When was the last time Denmark
Yes.
qualified? Is kind of my question. But,
Lenora.
oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because then it was 2020 and then 2021 with Uwe Pakina and then the show.
I mean, let's all be
And
honest.
Lenora barely qualified too. Just want to mention that.
Ben and Tan would have been top 10.
Ben and Tan would have qualified. Ben and Tan.
I don't even want to get into that because there's drama around that. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on to Micky Skeel. Not Steel, it's Skeel. The song is, I'm gonna butcher this and I'm so sorry.
They
Glansbillede.
say it in the song. Hold on. Right, I'm going
You
back
know
to the
what,
song and I'll
Lewis?
tell you how it's been.
While Lewis goes back to the song, I think this is my turn to crown this, to give this my award for perfectly inoffensive. In a good way, in the best way possible, actually, because I still really like this song.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's
Glansbillede or something like that. Anyway,
Glans, I believe.
Glansbillede.
Glansbillede,
It
Glansbillede.
translates to picture perfect in English.
Ooh, Google Translate did me dirty.
What have I missed? Sorry, what do we think?
Sam gave their perfectly inoffensive, and I don't love this.
Oh, I do enjoy this. I really do. I enjoy this a lot. Oh.
I know, I still enjoy it too. Probably not as much as you do, but I would still listen to it.
No, I think it's very pleasant. I want to know what the lyrics mean. I need to find something that has the whole lyric sheet on it. because I wanna
Eurovision
read-
I believe has the lyrics.
Yes, I'm going over there.
They're not
after this.
translated, but they have them.
Yeah, so I put them on Google Translate. Because I felt like that was the next best thing. Because obviously, Translate on Eurovision World
this
does a better job.
gave me classic back in the day Robbie Williams.
Sure. I don't. I couldn't think of a comparison myself, but
and I loved back in the day Robbie Williams. Don't really fancy current day Robbie Williams as much, but yes, Robbie Williams when he was at his peak, so good. It was just so like cheery and pleasant, and I've not quite enjoyed the like. I haven't quite enjoyed the songs that have like uplifty, cheery kind of that. But this was different in some way, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, this was pleasant to listen to. I really enjoyed it.
no, I felt the same way about it. I like the vibe of it all, kind of that pleasant, that cheery kind of I don't know why my mind went to Philip Phillips.
Philip
Okay.
It's I don't know. But he's got a great voice. I enjoy what's going on with the music. I enjoy the background vocals being added onto it. I felt like it was decently produced. It's just missing that punch. Like there wasn't really like a moment for me.
Okay, that's true.
I don't find. I feel very similarly about this that I did about Stuck on You. There's no moment in this song that really like stands out and grabs me. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It sounds good. The music is good. The vocal is good, but nothing is intriguing to me really.
I think it's weird because it's like I know he can sing. Like
Talented.
like he's very talented.
Doing better than I am, but
I just feel like my mind kind of, when I think of this song, my mind kind of goes to like the guitar playing and the music and kind of the cheerfulness of it all.
I feel very similarly, and this is going to be a real deep read, and I'm so sorry, Micky Skeel. I feel the same way listening to this song that I did about Tourniquet Kipiani. Mountain.
Really?
Like nothing stands out. It's not that those songs are similar. Right?
Logan.
It's just nothing about this thrills me. It just doesn't. I don't know.
But this is so much better than Tourniquet Kipiani.
Yes, but I feel the same way that I do listening to that song.
I'd agree that nothing in this song is thrilling. And I agree that there's no like standout moments in the same way that I said that about Beautiful Bullshit. But I think a song like this doesn't really need that, whereas I feel like Beautiful Bullshit does.
Fair,
I don't know.
Fair.
Party. Let's move to Nicklas Sonne. The song is Freedom.
This is right up my alley.
This is not up my alley, but boy, do I enjoy this song.
I love this.
The Rasmus, take note. This is how you do a rock song properly.
Voyager, take note. This is how you do a rock song properly.
Not to mention, he's hot.
He is. I do like myself a guy with long hair.
He's not for me. That being said, I do love the song. It's giving, and I love that I get to plug these two band names on the cup.
Great.
It's giving something Skillet-esque with a mixture. It's like the baby of Skillet and Fozzy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
wait, what was the second one you said?
Fozzy? Chris Jericho. Yeah. Yeah. But I love this. The song is giving me classic WWE pay-per-view theme songs. Like those like songs that they use to hype up some sort of event. Yeah, and that's why I guess that's just me being a wrestling fan. But yes, it speaks to me in so many ways, and the scream in the bridge caught me off guard so much.
Yeah, no, he's got a voice. He's got one hell of a voice. I noticed that his approach on like notes, on like singing like the higher notes, for some reason, my mind kind of went to Alien Ant Farm in terms of not in terms of tone and the rasping of it all, but just the way he approaches his notes. Because I'm a huge fan of it.
I was genuinely prepared for something bad, and I don't know if that's just me judging him on face value, which I shouldn't do. Sorry, Nicklas. But I saw him and I was like, oh, it's gonna be country as fuck. Apparently not.
I feel like,
I
feel like if he can do this live and those vocals are nailed to a T, he could qualify.
This could win, yeah.
This could win.
The selection. I don't know if this could win Eurovision yet.
The selection.
I think it qualifies. I think it qualifies.
I think it qualifies for the final.
I
Yeah.
think something to look out for is this versus Venom. Because I feel like they're both from the
Oh,
same
yeah.
playbook.
There's also another rock song that we have not
Right.
spoken about yet.
Yeah.
That we will be breaking the fourth wall in 2 days from now. That I think also competes with this. But if he is the only rock song, he qualifies for sure.
Completely.
Right.
He qualifies, and I would bet good money left side of the board.
Yeah.
I
Like,
can see that.
if there's not a whole lot of rock competition, then I think this does a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like it. I enjoy this song, and I
love
don't
this.
love rock, but there's not a whole lot of dynamic changes. That would be my one big thing. Is just I wish it went places musically.
Well, there was like the bridge though. He took it low on the bridge, similar to.
But that's really the only moment, though.
Yeah,
for me,
like
at
I
least.
kind of like that approach to the bridge. I kind of compare similarly to like Lordy with
For
Hard
sure.
Rock Hallelujah, where he's kind of whispering and you
Totally.
get that real intensity.
I just wish there was a little bit more. That's all.
No, sure.
And that comes with time, and a revamp if he wins, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
Let's talk about Reiley. The song is "Breaking My Heart."
I love this.
I knew
really
you
do.
would. I knew you
I
would.
do.
Oh, I do too.
I do. I love this.
Give it up for
And-
the twink from Denmark.
I'm all for twinks at Eurovision. That's
Yeah,
the
we
first thing I
know.
put.
We know.
Wow. When was the last twink at Eurovision?
Michael Ben David.
Oh, I don't know. We don't claim him. When was the last twink pre-Michael Ben David at Eurovision?
Blanco. He's not really deep,
Sure.
but
Sure.
I was gonna say, I don't know if he's a homosexual or not. I was gonna say Tusa,
Maybe.
but I don't know if
maybe.
I still don't know. I don't want to speculate, but like that would be my.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, but like in terms of
Oh, what's his face? San Marino last year. Piece of
Akile?
shit.
I wouldn't call him a twink.
I would. I absolutely would. It doesn't matter how many tattoos you have on your body. That's a twink. Anyway.
three.
Anyway, I think we're getting a little bit too gay for our audiences. We really need to bring it in.
Yes.
Let's
Let's get things straight.
My
No.
favorite part about this song, I have to talk about it, is the little the fast part in the chorus. That is my absolute favorite part because it doesn't fit really with any other parts of the song, but yet it makes so much sense.
Yes.
He is also a co-writer on the song, which is lovely. I really enjoy this. This is great.
I love it when the music gets stagnant, like
the staccato.
Yeah. Yes, that thing.
I love it. I love that our
undertones.
reviews have just turned into us translating Lewis's words into musical terms.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I do appreciate it. The roboty undertones on the chorus, I love. The bridge is great. And the bridge is such a change of pace from the rest of the song, which it should be. All bridges should be. Yes, I love bridges that are such a change of direction from the rest of the song, and I love this. I like this a lot. Yes.
So I don't particularly like this as much as the both of you do, mainly because it's stuff that I've heard before. But however, I am a sucker for this I'm a sucker for this for this glitchy voice moment thing. Because I found that was really well done. But I do respect all the syncopation of it all because I think that part was also really well done. I just wish it wasn't so electronic. But that's just more so a taste thing.
That's a you thing. That's
it
something
is
that
it absolutely is a me thing. Like I don't know.
hate production.
I hate too much production.
You didn't hate a song on our last review that had so much production going through it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I can't remember which one it was, but
it was Echo Me Neg.
Oh right, yes.
Echo Any Mai.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. There's so many songs, y'all.
Echo any my yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a bop. I love this. I'm also partial, and I'm also a little bit like biased because Reiley's my middle name, so I'm like, yes.
Is it this spelling as
Oh,
well?
I'm gonna be biased.
No.
I'm gonna be biased in Norway Heat 3.
Anyway, yeah, I really like this. I think it's cool.
Yes. Thank you, Reiley.
Last up, we have Søren Torpegaard Lund. The single most Danish name I have ever heard.
I love it.
Come
I love
on,
it.
Scandinavia. The song is Lige. I know the pronunciation this time, bitch. It translates to right here.
Right here.
I
right
really
now.
like this.
I love this a lot.
I don't like it as much as y'all, but I do enjoy it.
Oh my god. The start of it, like when the beat came in, I was like, okay, we're giving Dancing in the Moonlight.
And then the vocal hits.
And
then the vocal
hits.
hits. And I love their voice.
They have a great voice.
The voice is so unique.
It is.
Like so unique, and it pulls me in so much, and I love that.
I got. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna say it's so dreamy. The song is so dreamy. I haven't said that about anything this season yet. I think the last time I said the song was dreamy in Eurovision, it was when Jude, Australia decides. The clicks. We don't get many clicks in Eurovision. That was nice. The glitchy. They also have a glitchy voice during the second chorus, and I love the glitchiness on their voice in the second chorus. Oh, and the outro. Like the outro was like literally, I was gobsmacked when the outro got like it built up, and then all of a sudden, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
No, for me, yeah, I really like this. It gave me a similar feeling to like how I felt listening to "I Want Need to Dream" from Jude in Australia. Jude York, I think, is his name.
Jude York, yeah.
Yes. But like it's almost like they took inspiration from Jude, but made it a lot more cinematic.
Yeah,
cinematic.
I got a lot more cinematic out of it actually.
Yeah.
Like no, one of the comments I wrote for this was insert romantic montage.
Yes.
it gives me very much like a whole bunch of dates, like to a couple going on a whole bunch of dates, and then by the ending of the song it gets more mellow, and it feels super vulnerable and super emotional, and it ends up with this big moment kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I do like this.
I like it. It's a good song. I don't have anything against this song particularly. I think there are just others that I enjoy more. The deep vocal mixed with this like airy sort of like romantic music, it caught me off guard in a really positive way. I like it. I like it.
And it's in a great position. If this is this running order or is it
just alphabetical?
It's just alphabetical.
Okay. Well, maybe it's not in a good position. Who knows? We'll find out.
I love that we've been conveniently doing this alphabetically, and then you ask if there's a running order.
I didn't know. I didn't pay attention to that. I just thought it was running order.
Well, maybe you should have Lulu.
Maybe.
Anyway, we've come to the point in our program where we must discuss points. So,
yeah.
Wait, let me make a change.
First, Sam went first last time. I'll go first this time. Oh my god! Oh, you need to change. Wow. I'll let you change, and then.
Oh no, because I'm like thinking back at the songs now, and I'm like, oh, I actually did like that better than other songs. Hold up. Okay.
I'm confident.
I'm ready.
All right. We probably share 3 points, to be honest, Logan. 3 points for Frederik Leopold. Stuck on you. No? Okay.
Now, my
would
3
be,
points
yeah.
go to Micky Skeel.
It might not be a surprise on who my 3 points go to. Again, it's just not my cup of tea. It's really well done, and there are things that I do like about it, but it goes to breaking my heart, and it breaks my heart
Yes!
to give the twink that.
Wow.
Not 3 points to the twink.
4 points. For me, it's beautiful bullshit.
I'm mad about that.
I don't like that.
So remember how my 3
I also
points...
don't like it, which is why it's 4 points. No, I'm kidding. I
Wow.
don't dislike it. I do like it. I just
Wow. So remember when my 3 points didn't go to Stuck on You?
yeah. I figured it was gonna be down there.
It's because my 4 points go to
I figured it was
Stuck
gonna
on
be down
You.
there. Yes.
Sorry, I'm making changes as we speak. I'm like,
Oh my god.
Angela,
Oh
Wait.
my god.
okay, we're good now. Okay, we're 4 points, right?
Yes.
My 4 points. 4 for you, Glansbillede. You go, Glansbillede.
Wow. My 5 points. I'm making an alteration. Give me a second.
Listen,
Can
Denmark
everyone see the
has-
content in their lists like I am?
My 5 points are going to Eyjaa. I was gonna marry him.
Oh wow.
Sure.
My 5 points go to Søren Torpegaard Lund.
I don't like that.
I will say I like the song. It just fell there.
Sure.
Yeah,
My 5 points, after deep consideration,
clearly.
goes to Stuck on You.
Now I want to know how high it was before you moved it, because
Oh, actually, so my top 4 I was very like solid on. I just
Uh-huh.
didn't know what order, but Stuck on You was at 6. It just kept on switching between 5, 4, and 3.
okay, yeah.
Or sorry,
should've-
6, 5, 4.
Right, sure.
Okay.
It hurts me to say that my 6 points go to Maria LeBerg, human.
My 6 points also go to Human.
Make it 3.
Yeah, we finally did it! Yeah!
This was also after deep consideration. This was originally.
I'm glad there was deep consideration.
My
was originally at my 3.
alteration made this higher, so it was lower, and then after consideration it got higher. So this is the most I'm gonna give human. Anyway, my 7 points. Skeel, Glansbillede. I really do enjoy it that much. I really do.
My 7 points are going to go to I Was Gonna Marry Him.
My 7 points will also go to. Eyjaa.
Stop that.
Stop.
John Micky was robbed.
Are we ready for the shocker of the night?
Are we?
8 points for freedom.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
My 8 points go to Beautiful Bullshit.
Holy crap, Logan. My 8 points also go to Beautiful Bullshit. And this was also under deep consideration because this
We don't have the same top 2.
This was also originally at my 10.
Okay. My 10 points.
I just realized what your top 2 are. Wild.
My 10 points. It breaks my heart to say.
Okay.
Breaking my heart.
Wow. Okay. So my 10 points go to freedom.
Wow. Okay. My 10 points will be going to Lige.
Oh. No,
Oh,
they
so
got
y'all
me
have
12.
the same. I'm so sorry. Where? Respectfully.
I love this a lot.
I really like this as
It's one
well.
of the, out of all these songs, this is the one that I'm gonna be listening to.
Okay, that's fair. My 12 points go to the twink from Denmark.
And my 12 points go to Freedom.
I love that for you.
This is the one song I'm gonna be like
Your
particularly listening to.
two favorites were in my top 3. So
This
There
is
we go.
also, we've completed now the second of this new trend that we're doing where someone's last place song is also someone's first place song.
Yes, and I'm the one with the last place
It's
song.
literally reversed from the last time we did it.
No, because I had
Or
the
no,
last
it's the same,
both
never mind.
times I put it in last place.
What do you
we-
have against gay people?
It's not the person, it's the song.
Well, now he's going to Eurovision, so what about it? In the shock
Not
of the
necessarily.
century. Anyway.
Wait, I gotta look at this poll though. Okay.
Hold on, I haven't voted yet.
Oh, I also haven't voted.
I
Let's
did
all go.
vote.
While we all vote, I'm going to take this time to remind everybody to like, comment, share, hit
Oh,
the bell
wow.
notification, subscribe, all the things, do the things and the things with a side of the things, because we put out a lot of content.
Yes. So on Eurovision World as of, let me refresh.
It's I can tell you the current winner of
Oh!
Melodi Grand Prix Dansk is Eyjaa, if I was going to marry him.
Again, they're a big group, as you said, Logan. So
That's interesting. Yeah, so it's Eyjaa, and then it's Reiley, and then it's Nicklas Sonne. And last place to Glansbillede. You go, Glansbillede. I'm saying that wrong. I'm never going to be invited to Denmark, is what I'm doing here today. Anyway, bye.
We're just ending that probably.
you can try me. You can stop me.
I will never let it go.
Watching the lesbian.
I'm not sorry.
You,
This
you
is
lesbian. Oh my God.
Toby.
Love you.